do some people forget to write their email address and phone number. So it is very important you write them, and it's best in Denmark that you add your LinkedIn profile, because these people are very active on LinkedIn. And if you have LinkedIn good profile, active profile, you should add the link here. And if you don't have an active LinkedIn profile, I would suggest you to make it active, connect with more people, connect with more professionals in your area, in your city, and try to comments in their post, and be active in social happenings or medical professional happenings in your area, and of course Denmark. So full address and pick. There are many opinions about it, but in Denmark it is not appreciable to attach pick. I have asked some people why it is not appropriate to attach pick, because some people says it prevent racism. So Denmark is in the favor of equality. So there are many opinions about it. So best is you don't attach pic, but only if you see in the ad that they have mentioned you have to attach pic, then you can attach. Of course, you have to attach it. So how to hide over qualification? This is very important point that we have to discuss in this meeting, because all other things you can learn from other platforms how to make CV, but this is also important in our case, that because it is critical for doctors applying for non-medical jobs. So key points. Don't put your doctor or MBBS at the top. Let your experience speak for itself. I would like to share my own, uh, my not my own, but the things that I have heard from many people around me, that one of the doctor, he applied many jobs, but then he used applying without mentioning that he is a doctor, and he got a job in a good um, company. So, yeah, but you can say that you have worked in a healthcare profession, you had good experience with hygiene. So I have heard that one of doctor, he's got a job in a good brand of food chain restaurant, and he said that he had good experience in hygiene management. So he didn't mention that he was a doctor. So it's good not to mention that you are highly qualified doctor. Use job relevant skills, for example, customer service, inventory handling, and team coordination. Because whenever you are working as a doctor, of course, you have these skills at some place, or you have worked in these departments. So you can mention these type of skills which are general for all the professions. Mention transferable skills like work under pressure, adaptability, communication with diverse. So this is the idea that you can mention in your skills if you are not mentioning about your medical skills. So this is one of the thing. But you can, of course, you can think about your own experience, and you can better evaluate what you can mention in these skills which are transferable, that you can use in that job also, and that you have from medical profession. So only if yes, beside this, because some medical jobs we can also apply, like phlebotomist we can apply, vaccinator we can apply. Similarly, some research assistant positions we can apply. So in those type of jobs, write short description of your education and the main learning focus and what you have specialized in. If you have worked in that relevant job, you of course mention in summary or motivation. Relevant courses, methods, and skills you should write, and use bullets. Like little explanations like in bullets is very important here because we have different courses and names, so better to explain them little, like we did this before for experience letter we used for DPSA application. When you applied for DPSA, as you remember, you used experience letter in which you mentioned your experience with some detail that you worked as a medical officer, but what you did as a medical officer, you take history and you did some sampling and you did examination. I mean to say that here little explanation of each skill is very worthy and you have to mention that. So if you are applying for any medical job, you should mention those medical related experiences in your CV. So professional experience, how should you write the experience? You should write experience in years, and also if you cannot write it in years, you can write it in hours. I have seen in Denmark they write experience in hours, in like 10 hours a week, like this style they write experience in this form. And title, of course, you will write you worked as a medical officer or you as a consultant, or and the company you will mention that in which company you were, and task, what task you did. And this is what I was saying, that in experience there are some points that you must mention. Responsibilities, what was your responsibility, and results. If you have achieved some very extraordinary you did some extraordinary efforts and there was success behind after that, then you should mention those results also. Like if you we can say, like if you did some research and then you apply the result in according to that research, it would help and it would show how passionate you are. So these things matter a lot in Denmark. And if you really did some big achievement in your experience, then I would suggest write it in the motivation or summary first paragraph. So publication, if you have, not necessary, but of course it depends on what type of job you are applying. Of course, if you are applying for research position, researcher or research assistant job, then it is must, of course. And how it is, how you should write it. If you are applying in research, then mention title, date, and author. And if you have link, you can also write the link. It is relevant, and if it is very relevant, an appendix including abstract of relevant publication or a portfolio, the same that you can write even the link of the your research or publication. How it should be always PDF. I have seen some people they for send a Word document. Word document is very, we can say, volatile, or it can be easily editable. So the best is if you send PDF format, to always convert your CV and cover letter in PDF form, never in Word form. Very important thing that they do not expect spelling errors, especially in the age of AI tools like ChatGPT, Microsoft Editor, and Grammarly. I have seen many people they did spelling mistakes in. Spelling mistake is not is never acceptable in CV. So try to scan through your CV and minimize it with these apps. So real life examples and some tips, that visits nearby shops and restaurant. Before this, I would say that when you come to Denmark, you have to be patient, or even when you are planning to move to Denmark, you should be patient, and because it's not very easy to find a job even in Pakistan or maybe also in India, and even in not over Asian countries. So you are coming in a whole new country. So it would not be easier to find a common job also. So you have to struggle a lot. You should have patience, and you should wait at least. Keep in mind that you have to wait until 3 to 4 months, and you should bring money for that period. So visit nearby shops and restaurants. Apply jobs only after basic language. This is the thing, because many people think that they will just start doing ply job, but not possible until you learn basic language, and that you can learn only after third module. After third module, you are able to speak in little bit about yourself, and with the if you have to speak with Playam person, you have to speak little bit. So after third module only you can speak. So enter the job market through Vikar companies. This is very important thing, and Imran Bukhari is with us, and he will also give you some suggestions and some tips according to his experience. And free willy volunteering job is very important. This is one of the thing through which you can enter Danish job market. So utilize these things, become free willy everywhere. You think that you can work in a company, just go there and ask them, I want to be free willy here. And struggle, of course. A doctor mentioned that I have already told you that I met a doctor who mentioned that he has a good experience in hygiene, and he got a job in a famous restaurant. But these things only happens after continuous struggle. I know that doctor, he has been applying for a job for 6 months, just sending CVs, and then his luck become good, and he got this job. So struggle is everywhere, and with the struggle you have to act smartly.